Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, depending on where you are in the world, morning, evening, afternoon, all that good stuff. It is the day before Easter, so for all who do celebrate, I do want to kind of jump in. I'll immediately start with that and just say, I hope that you all have a happy Easter. Have a wonderful and blessed day with family, friends, or however you spend the day. All right. So Sussex Saturday. We have some good stuff coming up because I know some of you are only interested in the trash time aspect of it all. But yes, we will. Hold on while I comes in. I can hear my husband in the background with some music, and I do not want to get tagged. All right, so I'm going to start out with the copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. My favorite quote of Harry and Meghan that I love to read on Sussex Saturday. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. I didn't do a Twisted Thursday, and I had this ready to highlight and just say thank you to Rachel. Thank you so much for the super thanks that you left on Talk Tuesday. See notifications well after the fact. And so I just truly wanted to say thank you to that. Thank you to you for that. And let me have this up, and then let me just play this really quickly. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Oh, I can see there's a delay. Hopefully my sound doesn't do a lot of bouncing in and out. Oh my. Okay, so that is that little tidbit, which means I'm just going to have to kind of get through my content as quickly as I can before we have mic issues or sound issues. All right, so I wanted to kick off just talking about Spare. It's still a bestseller. It's still in the top 5 here in the US. And then in Canada, it's still number 1 as of April 5th, week ending April 5th. Excuse me. And Random House shows it as number 3. And let me see where my other screenshots are. I thought I had them here, and maybe not. I guess they didn't pull in when I had it, but he is number 4 as of last week ending. I think it's April 9th, which, we haven't even got to April 9th. And then for the 16th, it's showing on the New York Times bestsellers. He's number 4, and then he's number 5 for the week after that. So how they do their numbering thing, I don't know, but Spare is still going strong. For Meghan, have to do a little, cleanse, show her face. We have, I mentioned this on Tuesday. She is receiving Miss Foundation's Women of Vision Award, and that should be in May. I thought I saw the 16th. I could be wrong, but yeah. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and the Black Voters Matter co-founder Latasha Brown will receive the Miss Foundation's Women of Vision Award in May, and it's the nation's oldest women's foundation. So, wanted to share that. Harry and Meghan, congratulations to you both for being named 3rd and 4th on the Times 100 list for 2023. Now, they are times, it's going to be part of my trash time that's coming up, because I didn't appreciate some of what they did, but okay. Anyway, 3rd and 4th place went to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, each of whom earned about 1.9% of the vote. The Duke of Sussex made headlines in January after the release of his memoir, Spare, which recounts monumental moments ranging from Princess Diana's death in 1997 to Queen Elizabeth's death in September. He is also known for founding the Invictus Games, an international sporting competition for wounded and injured and sick service people. And the games will be coming up in September in Germany. Yes. And it continues on. Meghan Markle, a former actress turned humanitarian, now hosts her podcast, Archetypes, where her mission is to investigate, dissect, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. She previously narrated the Disney documentary Elephants and has been an advocate for anti-racism and women's rights. The couple have also launched nonprofit Archwell Foundation, as well as Archwell Productions, which has a creative partnership with Netflix. Yeah. This whole paragraph, they could have taken a couple of words out, but I'll get to that shortly. May 6th may be big for some reasons for other people in the UK, but here in the US and around the globe, it is Archie's 4th birthday, and let us not forget who's the real king. Why his father's father decided to have his coronation on this date is beyond me, but okay, whatever. The grandchild that you took so long to style and acknowledge, you decided to have your coronation on that child's birthday. Did you think it's going to tune him out? Never. Okay. Woosah, woosah. Let me jump in the comments really quickly, and then, yeah. Hello, hello, hello to all the channel members that are here. Hello to you all. Yes, love you all. And to all of those in the clouds, please feel free to jump down. Now, if you're a troll, be mindful, because, the mods are ready for you. But if you're, a friendly and supportive person of Harry and Meghan, jump down, say hello. hit subscribe, come back, hang out with us. We're good peoples here. So, all right. So, Hattie, thank you so much for 13 months of membership. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been over a year, right? Time flies when you're having fun. There are, for those who aren't aware, there are two tiers in channel membership. So check it out. Hit the $ in chat, or you can hit the join button that is probably over to the left of the screen, I think, to find out more information. So let me just see any comments. Everybody's greeting everybody. Church Nellie's already. Oh my gosh. What did I say? That y'all not interested in trash time? I know that you all are very interested in trash time. That's usually what you know. Mrs. S. Love you VS speaks, but nothing beats trash time. I'm thinking of changing Twisted Thursday to just Thursday trash time or something like that. I don't know, because you all, sometimes it's so much to keep up with. Mrs. S, we get to rip up some without guilt. Yes, I know. And I thought of not having Sussex Saturday today because, tomorrow's a holy day for many. And I didn't want to set some of you off on the wrong path first thing off, since you're probably still fasting. So, all right. Unless you gave that up on Good Friday, I don't know. Yes, Church Nelly. Congratulations, Meghan, on all your hard work and rewards. Yes. Lordy, let's see. Lottie, would Harry and Meghan be on the cover of the magazine? Then again, they may in order to sell it, but yeah, no. I don't think they're going to be on the cover, and I'm just going to say it that way. Black Queen, Harry and Meghan are consummate winners. Yes, they are. I'm happy for them. The Rangers are probably out there losing their minds and happy that, they didn't get first place. Listen, they're still on the list, top 5, I'll say. And whenever they are acknowledged for their good works, even if there is a little shadiness thrown in that writing, because times 100, you could do better. I don't know what change in leadership has occurred, but something's going on over there. Okay, don't make us call you out as squad. Mrs. S, the irrelevant Sussexes are not doing bad at all. Poor derangers, your efforts keep falling flat, but I will give you an F for effort. Yes. Whew. There you go, Church Noah. I'm celebrating King Archie's birthday. Exactly. Hello, Hindu. How are you? Let me see. Black Queen, please, Meghan, have a humanitarian. Yeah, she's been a humanitarian since she was a young girl. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And many on Twitter have been trying to rip them apart for that. So, yeah. Mrs. S, we won't insult fathers by mentioning it, and KC in the same sentence. Okay. We won't do that. All right. Let's see. Mina, to be petty and scandalous, it's what the petty family does. Yeah, I tell you. We're going to be celebrating Archie's birthday. Just know that. Al, please, on the 6th, we sort of have to post Prince Archie and Queen Diana all over social media. Oh, yes. That will be done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hello, Cookies and Cream. How are you? Let me see. Mrs. Svia speaks. Tomorrow is a high holy day. That's why we get to rip today, and then ask church and to pray for us tomorrow. Ooh, joy. Yeah. Woo, you can ask that if you wish to. All right. So yes, for the 6th, definitely. And there's going to be the 30 days of celebration between Archie and Lilibet's birthday. So, hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer, how are you? Hey, Scratch and Pete, I saw you out there. And hello, Tuber Chat, if you're still in the chat. All right. And thank you for sharing it out because I saw your message there. All right. Let me get back over here on this side because I do have fears that my sound will start acting crazy. And let me see. So I just want to be sure I've covered everything. Oh, yes, let me do this. I think I've already said please hit thumbs up, share, you know, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. In order to drop a comment, you have to do that. All right. Also, I have merch, so please hit up my store. Thank you. There's links in description, etc. All right, so I've gotten all that fun stuff out the way, and let me go ahead and hit it because here we go. It's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. The delay is horrible. I just can't today. All right. So, trash time being what it is, yes, you get dragged when you're in trash time, and times 100, yeah. So if they are the third and fourth place on your list, why don't you have the top six? Or since you have six pictures here, why aren't the first 5 to 6 people on the list pictured on the link? I'm just asking because it kind of threw me because I was like, is this the right link? Am I looking at the right story? Okay. Now, they say more than 1.2 million votes were cast. And so to get 1.9% of that is very, very good. Don't try to shade Harry and Meghan with little things here and there. Okay. This took me completely. So Times Now tweeted this out, and Shah Rakul Khan beats Messi, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle to bag top spot on 2023 Times 100 reader poll. Did you have to mention their names at all? Couldn't you just congratulate the winner? And really, the whole, let me just pull it up again because I said I was going to mention it. This whole Meghan Markle, a former actress turned humanitarian. She's always been, as you know, was mentioned already in a comment, she's been a humanitarian since she was a child. Anybody will tell you that has known her for a long time. All right. So, and they actually say it here when they say, has been an advocate for anti-racism and women's rights. She's always been. So, you didn't mention the UN, former UN women's advocate, and, the work she did with World Vision. And we're going to just go on with what else is in trash time. But Times, we see you. I see you. Don't appreciate it. Okay, now let me woosah and take a sip of tea because this next person, and see, I haven't cussed in the first 8 seconds, so I'm good. But this one's probably going to get a couple of choice words. Hold on. Okay, now I know you have a book to promote. I know you have goods that you sell. I know you have all this stuff when you use your royal, styling, although you're a divorcee. But now you were good for a little bit. Now I see when you were in the US, you tried to behave yourself because you knew we would come for you. Well, we're coming for you, Sarah F. And the F, F you, Sarah F. So royals can't have it both ways. If they leave, and it's basically if they leave the royal family, you can't sit on the fence and can't complain. Ooh, Jesus, the B word was almost rolling right off. Okay. Heifer, let me tell you something. I don't understand how you, Miss Hypocrite of the Year, could even sit and say any of these words about Harry or Meghan. You only have divorce papers, but you're living in a royal home cared for by the taxpayers, and you're saying you can't have it both ways? Everything you say and do is going to fail, Sarah. You're going to be like the Middles with their party goods failing. because you keep coming for Harry, specifically Meghan. If it wasn't for them inviting you to their wedding, your ass would still be out there in the cold. Sit down, take your white privilege and shove it so far up your pegger that, it'll never be seen again. All right. Let me take a sip of my tea. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Not sure why this is becoming an issue because this was several years ago, but Newsweek, okay, we get it. You must be a Murdoch under Murdoch ownership, but you're regurgitating stuff, and I'm not understanding why something that occurred years ago you're now bringing up as if it's a problem. I call this curtsy gate because it's like moment Meghan Markle rejects royal curtsy caught on camera. If she stood there and allowed the person to curtsy, oh, look, she shouldn't. You would have something to say. Now, because she's a hugger, and that's usually what Americans do. Remember, she's American. And the person, she's known, so she really wasn't expecting that, but yeah. Take your curtsy gate and shove it up your Twitters too. Okay. Everyone seems to be having a problem with how Harry and Meghan only work 1 hour per week. Now, that's 1 hour per week, allegedly, in their foundation, but yet they are able to just pick up phone and people are able to give, and they're able to take care of those in need when they have to. So maybe you should take a lesson out of their book on how to work 1 hour a week and be as successful as they are instead of whining and complaining. Okay. We still have an issue with VisaGate. Now, this Rhoda, because I'm not saying his name, you can read it up on the screen. Mm-hmm. Prince Harry did tell the U.S. officials about his drug abuse. It wasn't drug abuse. You nicked. When he applied for a visa, sources insist. Okay. It wasn't drug abuse he used. Abuse is what Cosplay's uncle is doing. And he don't hide it. Okay. He's even been filmed doing it. Okay. There are many UKers who transplant to the US and have made money here, top models, actors, actresses who have dibbed and dabbled with, drugs also, and they're still here in the US. Their visas weren't affected. You really want Harry to come back so badly. Y'all want him, they really want him booted out. Him. Not thinking that Meghan will come with him, of course, back to the horrid country that treats her so badly. And while there's good people in that country, your media makes it. All right, so I was on Twitter right before, and I don't even know if I moved this picture over. I probably didn't. So anyway, PM's show, the host was on there and they were talking about the visa, and the person let loose, and I wanted to play it, but I'm not going to because I don't have the time really to bring it over, like the picture and all that stuff. So just know they're really trying to make something out of what Harry did in his youth, or maybe as an adult, but as his youth, prior to Meghan, in marriage and all that, into something really big. And I don't understand why. I guess they have nothing else to talk about, or they are not allowed to talk about because they're in a gag order. Space got y'all hemmed up, don't he? In more ways than one. All right, so the next item, this headline from This tabloid that really, I mean, y'all really want the smoke from Meghan again? Kate found Walkabout with Harry and Meghan one of the hardest things she's ever had to do. So being sick for an entire pregnancy 3 times wasn't the hardest thing. Giving birth wasn't the hardest thing. Being married to who you're married to wasn't the hardest thing. But doing this walkabout was the hardest thing that she's ever had to do. She don't do much, so I guess walking around, because she didn't even put a smile on her face, but walking around, shaking hands was the hardest thing she had to do. She didn't want to hug Meghan, didn't even want to shake hands. But now we're seeing, I saw some tweets where the derangers are like, oh, that's right. Let her show Meghan who's boss and blah, 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 blah. And she doesn't do this. Well, then guess what, derangers? You've lost the ability to say how kind and loving and look at her hugging people and doing this. It shows who the flicking bullies are in this foursome here on this page. And it ain't Harry and Meghan. Okay, one of the hardest things. Whatever. Harry and Meghan especially, were forced to do that. This is your PR moment. And you even had the audacity for your PR, the UK media, to even first come out and publish that, she wasn't, Meghan left. And then that had to be debunked. So if this was the hardest thing, now you had lost, who I thought you were so close to the Queen. I thought you were like taking notes of the Queen. Queen would never say anything like this. I tell you, all the little protocols that were used against Meghan seem to have gone by the wayside, flittered off into the air. Flittered off into the air, I tell ya. All right, so yeah, one of the hardest things she's ever had to do. Well, bullies, she couldn't do what she needed to do, but she showed her true self, just as when she was in the church and couldn't even open her mouth to say hello, as if she's a good Christian, or whatever she claims to be. All right, moving on. Again, this stupid tabloid. Harry infuriated when King Charles said he could not pay for Meghan. Now, remember, this was mentioned by Harry and Meghan, more so Meghan, I believe, in the Oprah interview, and they were told they were liars. They're liars. They're liars. Liars. That would never happen. How dare you? And now you have proven that everything they have said, in the Oprah interview was true. And it might be time for that to be re-aired so people can refresh their minds. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, but because the derangers, I keep saying, they will tell on themselves. Allegedly, there's some new book that kind of puts this in there, but and the reason why Harry would be so pissed off by not wanting to pay for Meghan is maybe because he knows what you, and Queen is already gone, but last year they got how much? Did you see that? Their duchy incomes totaled 41.8 million pounds. But it's like, factoring in inflation, it means the pair have received the equivalent of more than 1.2 billion pounds in total revenues. Now, this is the National Scot. So, but Harry's wife, which, King C3 is supposed to, or KC3 is supposed to be responsible for taking care of his children, and their families, but there wasn't enough money to take care of Meghan. This is why Harry would be infuriating. You always tell on yourselves, out there touting, oh, we don't have any money. Much like, an employer saying they don't have that, they had a bad year. And then, this is why we can't give an increase. And then get on calls and, oh, well, we made millions of dollars last year. Really? So what you said over here ain't adding up to over here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So keep them guessing. The Con Our Nation, they are in a tizzy over this, I must say. They've got headlines ready that they want to write. Why are they coming? They're coming to overshadow. And oh my gosh, they're going to overshadow. And oh my goodness, oh, look at this. And what is this? And oh, but they haven't yet said. And it's really driving them. It's driving them crazy. And I think it's hilarious that if the time for RSVP has passed, kind of take the silence. You know, some of us here in America understand. If we haven't said anything, yeah, usually you just chalk it up. We're not coming. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So this is also one that it just says, you know, show some manners, Harry and Meghan, RSVP to the Con Our Nation and stop this shameful publicity ploy. What publicity ploy? Nobody is even asking about them. If you all didn't put it in your headlines, because of course you have to write about them in order to sell papers and everything else, but yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 So I found this funny and it's very telling. Maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. This person, this Rhoda, who's you see on the screen, I wonder if Prince Harry and Meghan, as they read the news that 3 of Camilla's grandchildren and even children of friends such as David and Rose Chumley, or however you say that last name, have prominent roles in King Charles' historic coronation, will regret their decision to quit the royal family. It seems that KC3 is going to have all of his grandchildren, known and unknown, in his coronation. That's what I take that as. And all of Squad understands what I'm talking about. Good. We'll be able to see pictures of said child or children. Right next to siblings, perhaps. Just saying. I'm just guesstimating. They tell on themselves. I tell it all the time. Why would Harry and Meghan care if children are involved in the coronation? Charles wasn't even involved in his mother's. He just attended, and his sister was at home, who was about the age of where, you know, Archie and Lilibet are. So, miss us with the mess. Okay. Now, seems you can have all your grandchildren. But other royal children, you know, like your nieces and nephews, are not going to be considered or won't have a place on the balcony. You don't say. Because all these others that aren't even related that we know of will have a place on the balcony. Please don't say that's not true. You know, Fiesta got promoted to Escape. And so, you know, with that, the styling and all that, why wouldn't you have their children, or at least Lady Louise, up there? It's kind of interesting. I'm just saying. Why? Y'all are mad at them, aren't you? Because y'all have been, you know, the sources, and we all know who the sources are, have been briefing a lot about the newest Duke and Duchess. Okay. Let's see. Do I even want to go here with this one? Well, it's known, it's been shared, you know. This Rhoda feels that, you know, Queen Camilla has earned to be called Queen Camilla. Yes, because she took out her competition. She screwed the competition's husband, broke up that marriage. Doubt she shed a fucking tear when the competition died in a tragic car accident that could have been prevented and not by somebody that you claim is a drunk driver. And we're just going to leave it like that. But, you know, Queen Consort fixed her too because she is a consort. Okay, moving on. But hey, that's y'all, king and queen. Chalk it up. Adulterers are us. Become head of the church, and then are now crowned new crowns. I wanted to show this as I've shown with Meghan, but also how the certain ones in a certain palace, KP, have their SEO, which is the search engine, tied to Harry and or Meghan's name. I guess people aren't searching for you enough. That's what it is. And the fact that it cracks me up when I see her maiden name. But yeah, I don't know. Now it's like Kate didn't mourn Harry's decision to move to the US. First we see that she's mourning and she's sick about it. Now we're seeing she didn't mourn. I'm sure she didn't mourn. And then again, who knows? Who knows? Now this next one, I don't know. I debated whether to show it because it didn't have a date, and I like to have little parameters around. But I saw it on Twitter, and I'll give you a flash because I know you're going to be like, "What is it?" But it's just Daily Beast, so I'm sure if I went out there, I would find it. Racist podcast host calls for Prince Harry's 3-year-old to be put down. The hate is real that is being pushed by the UK media, not just against Harry and Meghan, but their children. You are some sick uckers, okay? You fluckers. Fluckers. Now, I'm going to woo-saw it out. Take a sip of tea. And jump into the comments. I'm not sure at what point that I'm going to jump into the comments, but hey, Sis Hilda, how are you? But I'm going to scroll back and okay. I'm going to just come here. 11:31. Okay, so it's only about 8 minutes ago. Lorna, Meghan could not win against those vultures. Yeah, she really couldn't, and it's disgusting, and it's whew. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy though. It's really crazy. And it's scary, and yet, you know, at the time that Archie was an infant, KC3 removed his, the security of his father, which was protecting their entire household. When I see the clips on Netflix of those folks that were out in the water, et cetera, once their location was disclosed, heartless SOB. It's one thing to disclose their location, but then when you remove security and you tell it, heartless. But one day, I hope Diana's at the pearly gates just because you think you're going to get in there. I won't even. Let me see. What is this? Black Queen Lydia. I know, right? She braved it to honor QE2, who didn't deserve that honor, in my opinion. Excuse me. Yeah, she put up with a lot of ish when she went back into the UK for that funeral. And actually, they were there for other purposes, but then got stuck. I'm just saying for not just, oh, she passed and this is the funeral. No, It's like almost, 3 weeks or something like that. So, Annie, it's funny as hell that Harry and Meghan hold all the cards to that farce. Oh, please. Nobody wants to. I'm seeing they're having problems getting the celebrities that they tried to mock when they want to mock Meghan as a celebrity, um, to perform. So they have some people, but I can't wait to see the list because we're gonna have to ask them. You really sold your soul, huh? Tier, let me get a blowhorn. They're not coming to that clown show. Woo, Lydia. They're still trying to discourage him from marrying. Yeah, they were still trying to discourage him from marrying the love of his life. They were under the wrong impression that she was a gold digger, and that if they withheld money from him, she would leave. Child. When she first visited, not caught. If she really had the intentions like the other long-term girlfriends, yeah, who didn't have a vision and really didn't have anything of their own of substance, yeah, she would have been gone then. Her first visit of not caught would have been like, "You're a future king's son, and this is how you live." Yeah. Meanwhile, the older one lives in what, a 15-room apartment at KP, please. That's just one of the 4 or 5 residences that he's been gifted or was gifted by his grandmother at the time. Black Queen, a Brit squatty said some of the networks are now saying Harry is the king's son. He can take his time to decide. Flip-flopper desperados. Hey, Elaine, how are you? Hattie, their desperation is showing. Look at them begging and bullying them, trying to make them feel guilty. Yeah. Then they start talking about that damn balcony. What the big deal with standing on the balcony? Exactly. Because when she was on the balcony and where she stood was rightly so. And of course, all they just love, oh, look at her standing way to the back. Now, for the Chubbly, she was there, but we only caught a glimpse. Some photographer happened to catch her as she was talking to the children that were there and, saying hello to them. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dana, but not paying for M means the couple will be apart after marriage leads to separate lives. Woo! It is death until death do us part for the Sussexes. They are, even in the afterlife, they're gonna be together. It's just some loves don't just die off on this side of the plane. I'm just saying. And the Sussexes have a full calendar in May. Yes, mostly, May 6th. I know she gets that award. Hopefully, she is attending, since it's not to Archwell, but it's her specifically. So hopefully, she attends that, and it goes on, and they keep forgetting that Harry does have a job. I know he probably gets time off, paid time off, but does he really want to take the chance of going in? And I believe the trial, or yeah, has the judge ruled yet? I'm speaking live to that will move forward with that. So, all right, let me see. Little Mac, R.E. must be smoking what is in his garden because Archie is too young and Harry is too old to be page boys. Harry don't want no parts of that. Page boy. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to laugh and keep it pushing. Because I'm really on one to just start going off. I know y'all love that, but no. I'm going to behave myself. Hello to all of those out there in the clouds and beyond. I hope you are well. Happy Sussex Saturday, Hattie. I'm sure they don't want to put their kids in harm's way, so they don't want them to be involved in that crap. Oh, that would be a very protected day because all the ones draped in diamonds and stuff. What they're hoping is that Meghan doesn't come because she will have to be decked out too, or they'll be answering to the world. Um, more Commonwealth countries that are a little darker in hue will start saying, we don't need you in that manner. Since, it was just slave colonies, former slave colonies that you hid away, trying to make it like y'all ain't in the slave trade. Okay, let me move it right along. Dana, the royal family needs to leave the Sussex babies who are too young out of the clown show. Yeah, I mean, come on. If QE2 didn't even have her own little child, her daughter there, come on. It's really supposed to be, and hearing screaming children, and I know Lilybet would be perfectly behaved, but it's hard for a child to sit that long. It's hard for adults to sit that long and stay awake. Mrs. S. Harry and Meghan don't want to be on the balcony. They definitely would not want their kids there. Yeah, that's true. It's going to be fun to see what they do for the birthday party for King Archie. Oh, yes, Mrs. S. I see that bogus. Elaine, thank you so much. You're really too much. You know that? I'm just going to say you're really too much. Thank you, though. And this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. All right. Let me keep on going. Let me see. Little Mac. Cosplay cannot wear a tiara, but Camilla will. Now that the Middleton are going broke, they are showing. Oh, is that it? It wasn't like they were as rich as the royal family, so I don't think they really ever showed her respect. She must be doing something, and something is bubbling, and it's going to overflow. I don't know if it's going to be before May 6th or not, but yeah, buddy. Let me keep on going down in the comments. Let me see. Oh, Black Queen. Okay, let me come over here. It's going to be too difficult to try to find, but I'm going to try to find it anyway. Let me see. Oh, I see your super sticker, but let me come. Oh, there we go. 5 months. Oh, 5 months as a member. I'm so glad that you are glad that you're part of the channel membership. And I'm just scrolling on down. Thank you all. Oh, hello there. Monroe Taylor Classic Movie Channel. How are you? The UK press are very free and open about the hate. Charles and William support the hate. Yes, they do. There's no way they cannot say they don't because they never shut it down. And that is so true, Mrs. S. We know how the ancestors do. They've been whooping tail of many that have dared to show their asses. Hello, how are you? Is that 50 size fabulous? Oh, 50's fabulous. Maybe that's what it is. The royal family in rags are mad that the Sussexes are winning and all that they have done day and night have failed. They are number 3 and 4 on Times 100 list. Yes. They're on the list. Are the others? Okay. Let me go on. Alma, you're right. Meghan was a self-made millionaire when she married Harry. And they will never come out and say that. She's a former actress who is making bank, and not just as an actress, but she had multiple streams of income. What smart people do. But when you rely on just being a Mrs. of somebody and then getting a divorce payout, like, probably how cosplay would be, you know. Let me see. Still going through the comments. And thank you, Black Cream. I just got to it, so thank you very much. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay, I don't know what that hesitation. Whew. Lord, please let this hold out until I get done. Okay. JJ. Let me see. Uh-oh. What is this? Coletta Cam is going to cook space when she's finished with him. He would be sorry siding with that. He could get everything he deserves. Everything he deserves. He's locked down a lot of stuff. So he, with the human rights little thing, law they have over there. So the media can't talk about his shenanigans, but boy, they're able to. Lord of mercy. Lorna, cosplay looks across the pond and sees how well Harry treats Meghan and compares that to space and his side piece, and no amount of Botox can keep the public smiling. Lorna, this sip is for you. Yeah. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Let me just come back. Oh my gosh, yes. I just scrolled back up. Did you see the ugly invitation? Some on Twitter and Squad were like, this looks like a kid's invite. I saw it on CNN because I think CNN highlighted it, but it's nothing to write home about. We do see how you bite off the ideas of ones that you claim you hate. We see you crazy UKers over there. We see you. Yes, we do. Lydia, remember when that hateful media claimed they would only last 2 or 3 years? They are on their 5th anniversary and look more in love than ever. As Harry said, it's a love story that's truly just begun. Yes, paraphrasing. Yes. She can keep looking all she wants. She chose to stalk him and be the last crazy person standing because others really didn't want, I guess, the job of, being, part of the beards, so to speak. But yeah, I think it's let me move on from that subject. Because while we're looking at Rose, it may not be Rose necessarily who is getting the attention from space. Diversion. Although I would like to see the kids because, yeah. It's just tea. Lipton black tea. 2 tea bags, 16-ounce cup. 3, it's not really Splenda, but it's made by Splenda. And some cream. Yeah. That's what's in the cup. Nothing strong. I have to drive in a little bit, so nothing too strong. It looks like Archie's birthday invitation. There's no original thought or ideas over there. They are, and I've even seen, I believe it was a picture of the consort in an outfit trying to look like Meghan. I was like, please stop the madness. Please stop. Please. Oh, my goodness. Anna, how are you? Good to see you in the live stream. Good to see you. I had to hook you and Marshall up and put you in the proof because you both were saying that you couldn't comment. No, can't have that. Bony. Let's see. Meghan could have done a better design for them on their invitation. Yes. I mean, and she would have handwrote them and all. So, y'all are getting into it. Lorna, getting a cartoon artist to design your coronation invites is one way to save money. A cartoon artist, that explains it. That explains it. It is a joke. So why not have a cartoon artist that, they're used to putting pictures to the funnies? Yeah. Okay. All right, that's all the comments that I see. I can't. Oh my gosh. Too funny for words. Let me see. Mrs. says, saying ain't so, queen of the damn, trying to look like my child. I wish I may have had it on my phone, and then again, I probably was like, oh, hell no, I'm not saving this picture. And hopefully it was something that was, Photoshop. But if I happen to see it again, maybe I'll bring it for it. Yeah, the outfit, it just, whew, Lord of mercy. Navi, Meghan is capable of doing everything. Yeah, she is. And they know it. And they know it. Black Queen, Bony, the mediocrity in their blood is repulsed by excellence. Sadly. Yeah, and especially excellence that has a little extra zing in the DNA and pigment and etc. Mm-hmm. Anna, VS speaks royally. My hip is killing me. Oh no. Please take care of yourself. We have missed you though. I know I've missed you. Whew. All right. Gwendolyn, I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, it was. I don't even know whose timeline it was on to even go back to look for it. And I'm not even putting any search of, the two names in the same search field to even get any type of algorithm featured kicking up there. So, woo, let me see. Hey, Legs, happy weekend to you. Oh, that's so sweet. All right, let me see. Gloria, this is the 21st century. No one should have to curtsy to these people. Meghan is American. She doesn't have to curtsy to those parasites. Yeah, they feel she should. And I'm sure, the one that claims that was the hardest thing she's ever had to do. Them and them damn headlines, I tell you. They just say the silliest stuff. And we know because they get their briefings and source from the sources from within, and Woody Woot told it all, so we know that. All right, here we go. So we're almost at an hour, and I've gone through everything that I needed to, and not gonna hold you. I need to get on the road in a little bit and see a cousin that came in. She and her husband. Her husband was born in Africa, in Kenya, I believe, and they now live there. And she's here for the month, so I'm going up to see her. And take my dad, get him out of the house for a little bit, fresh air. But I want all of you to please take care of yourselves. Again, if you celebrate Easter, have a wonderful Easter. And, be safe, wear your mask, especially if you're in very large gatherings. I'm just saying, because the buggy bugs are out there still. Wait a minute. One moment, please. Legs has sent something through. Legs, so is this Jobby Jobs or Jabba's way of getting back into the limelight after threatening Prince Harry's life? The fragility of poor. I mean, yeah, I'm not even. I don't know. Oh, look at y'all. Okay, so Legs and Hattie, I'm going to play y'all both at the same little thing. Thank you. Happy Easter to you. All right. Let me play this really quickly for the two of you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So, to Legs, to Hattie, thank you so very much. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let me get my outro keyed up. You all, please, yes, here we go. Kitty. You couldn't be left out. I know you were scrambling, trying your best before that outro music. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. I don't know why that hesitation is there. Okay. So let me get the music keyed up. Thank you all. Love you all. Please be safe. Take care. Thank you all for being here. Bye.